In an on-premises Horizon environment, you can create an events database that will capture administrator actions and system errors, as well as end-user events, such as starting and stopping application and desktop sessions. In this video, we'll go through the process of creating and configuring that database. The prerequisites for creating and configuring the database are: have a supported database server installed. In a production environment, the database server should be hosted on a dedicated server machine. If you're using SQL Server, you'll also need SQL Server Management Studio. And because you'll be creating a database, you need to have sysadmin privileges for the database server. To find out which database servers are supported, go to the product interoperability matrix at https://interopmatrix.omnisa.com/interoperability. At the top of the screen, select Third-Party Solution Interoperability. For Solution 1, select the Horizon item and select the version. I'll select 2303 because that's the version of the connection server I'm using. Under Select Third-Party Solutions, select the category Databases. If you have a specific type or types of database you want to check, select them from the Solutions list. I'm going to leave the field empty so that we can see a list of all the supported databases. Click Check Interoperability. As you can see, there are tons: Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres. In this video, since we're using a test environment, we'll just use SQL Server Express 2019. And again, since this is a test environment, I've gone against best practices and just installed it on the same machine as the Horizon connection server. Don't do that in a production environment. Okay, first start SQL Server Management Studio. You're supposed to use SQL Server authentication and log in with SA credentials. But since I've just installed the database server, that doesn't work. When I installed the database server, it didn't ask me to set a password for the SA user. To fix this problem, I log in using Windows authentication and the credentials used when I installed the thing. Expand Security and Logins, right-click SA and select Properties. It's showing the general page. Type a password into the Password and Confirm Password fields. Then, from a Select a Page list, select Status. For Login, select Enabled and click OK. Right-click SA again and select Refresh to make sure the little red mark goes away. Now you can log out and log in again. The server type is Database Engine, and the server name should appear by default. Select SQL Server Authentication and the SA user, and now you know the password. Click Connect. All right, expand Databases, right-click Databases, and select New Database. I'll name it Horizon Events. Click OK. Then expand Security, right-click Logins, and select New Login. This is going to be the account used when Horizon sends events to the database. On the General page, for a name, I'll use Horizon DB User. Select SQL Server Authentication and set a password. Deselect Enforce Password Policy, since this is a test environment. For the default database, select the database that was just created, Horizon Events. Click Server Roles and select the sysadmin checkbox. Next, click User Mapping and map the user to the Horizon Events database and click OK. Now you see the Horizon DB user listed under Logins, and if you scroll up to Horizon Events, Security, Users, you see the Horizon DB user there too. Now we'll open SQL Server Configuration Manager and configure things. Expand SQL Server Network Configuration and select Protocols for SQL Server Express, which is the name of my server. In the right pane, double-click TCP/IP to open its Properties dialog box. On the Protocol tab, set Enabled to Yes, click the IP Addresses tab, scroll down to IP All, and select TCP port. Type in 1433 and click Apply. Click OK to confirm, and then click OK again. To get these changes to take effect, open Administrative Tools and Services, scroll down to SQL Server, right-click, and restart. Okay, once the service restarts, you can go into the Horizon console and navigate to Settings, Event Configuration, and click Edit. For Database Server, enter the fully qualified domain name of the server on which the database is hosted. Select the database type. Since we're using the default port, we can leave that. For database name, use the same name that you used on the database server. For username, use the same name that you used when creating the login on the database server. Enter the same password that you used on the database server for that login. For table prefix, we'll use HE_, which stands for Horizon Events, but I don't think you have to use VE. And click OK. Now navigate to Monitor Events, and you can see events start to appear in the table. With the Horizon configuration now complete, we can get on to making some virtual desktops. For more Horizon technical resources, be sure to visit techzone.omnissa.com.